All right, good morning, guys. It is day 3 on board Quantum of the Seas. Sorry, I spotted whales. Look, right out here. Sorry, I had to cut my intro off. There's one right there, and there's one right here. It's gonna come back up, watch. You don't see that one right there?
I see that.
There's another one. There it is, there it is.
I see it. Whoa, look at it. You see it?
Oh! Yeah, I was just doing the intro and I was like, something's moving. You guys not get distracted easily. Yeah, well, cool. First whale for the cruise. You guys caught it on camera.
I wonder if they see it on here.
But back to what I was saying, we are currently in Sitka. Very first time here, so excited to be here. Now even more excited because I got to see a whale as soon as I stepped out on the balcony. So that is pretty. Oh, there it goes again.
Oh, I see it.
Oh. Guys, I'm gonna get this footage. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time. Good morning, guys. We're here in Sitka. If you guys noticed before, we saw some whales, but we are getting off here in Sitka and we don't have anything planned. Our tour got canceled last minute, so we're gonna let ChatGPT plan our day in Sitka. Sitka is a very walkable port, so I just typed in things to do in Sitka, created an itinerary for me, and it did. So let's see what ChatGPT is gonna get us into for today. Now, something to note is that you will have to take, if you're gonna dock at the Sitka Sound Terminal, you will have to catch a shuttle over to the downtown area. You can reserve it in advance, which is what we did, and then that way you don't have to wait in a long line. So we're hopefully able to just get right on our shuttle and not have any issues. That is our plan. So we're going to try to get through this crowd, get to the shuttle, and get to the downtown and see what ChatGPT has in store for us for today. So it looks like they have some shops and different things. Then they have this Alaska Odyssey Dome experience. I'm not quite sure what that is, but we'll maybe check into that in a little bit. But right now we're going to try to find our shuttle. As you see, shore excursions are right here when you exit. So you can catch your shore excursion pretty easily right there. All right, it says shuttle bus. Shuttle bus, enter here, and it says wait here until it's time for you to enter. So it's time for us to enter. So we're getting in line. And if you don't have anything to do, or if your tour gets canceled like ours did kind of last minute, there are some tours available right here as you're coming up the ramp where you can do a last minute tour. And if you have a third-party tour, then you see where it says tour departures. You're just going to go straight through those doors up there to catch your third-party tour, that was our instructions for our original tour. But we're here in line for shuttle to downtown.
How cute that is.
Something else, we had to make a wardrobe change. We all had coats on and everything. It's actually not that cold today. What is the high today? What did we say?
The high today is 48.
48, so no, I think it's higher than that. So there's a lane for reservations and there's a line for standby, so we're going reservations.
So why are we in standby?
So they're gonna fill the reservations first and then standby. And it says it's 5 miles, about 10 to 15 minute ride, and the shuttle departs every 10 to 15 minutes. And the last on-board time for the shuttle is 30 minutes before back on board time.
It looks cinnamon.
And so you'll book your shuttle at sitkadock.com. Now, Royal Caribbean did send out emails probably about a month before our cruise, just saying you can go ahead and start making the reservations. And then once we got on board, there was information in the cabin that said how to make the reservation. So if you didn't do it in advance, you can do it then. And you can also book it through the Royal Caribbean app. It'll send you the link to the sitkadock.com, and you'll make your reservation there. You'll also need a reservation for coming back, so make sure you make both reservations. Otherwise, you're in standby line and you're going to wait until everyone that has a reservation goes before you. And actually the current temperature is 52 degrees. It's 9:45 in the morning, and it's going to get up to like 60, 65. So that's typical for us in Ohio, so it's not terrible. So like I said, we came out those coats. So that's the thing with Alaska. You need to plan and pack with layers. the weather's so unpredictable. We do have ponchos in our bag just in case we get some rain, but the weather's unpredictable. Right now it feels really nice.
Watch out, number three, go ahead.
Your what? So I will tell you guys this. They didn't ask for a reservation for a ticket. You will get a QR code. They didn't even ask for it. So I noticed a lot of people waiting in standby line. Do this on your own accord. But if you forget to make a reservation, maybe try to get through the line without doing the standby, because they didn't even ask any questions. So we just boarded the bus. They're filling the buses up and we're headed to town.
Talking about Sitka all the way into town so you know where to go and how to get there. Well, what a glorious day. You guys are so lucky. Last May, we only had like 5 or 6 days like this for the entire month. All the rest of the time it was rainy, foggy, and cold. So you guys are so lucky today, you can head down to that casino and try that luck out. Woohoo! Welcome to Sitka, everybody. If you did not know it, you're on an island here. This is Baranov Island, named after Alexander Baranov. He was the first Russian governor of Alaska. So the Tlingit, the Haida, and the Sumshim are the people of Southeast Alaska. They have been here for over 10,000 years. Now, the Russians first showed up here in the late 1790s. They came down here to hunt fur trade, to hunt otters for the fur trade in China. Okay, so Sitka is a town of 8,500 with the 2 ships in here and the 1 ship downtown. You have doubled our population. Thank you very much. So what do we have downtown? First of all, we only have 2 stoplights on the entire island. And you're only going to be concerned about the 2nd stoplight because that is Lincoln Street. At the one end of Lincoln Street is Sitka National Historic Park. At the other end of Lincoln Street is the Russian Orthodox Church that sits right in the middle of the street, and that's where all your shops are for downtown shopping. You got to put your eagle eyes on today. Those eagles are all around. They're flying all around. They're roosting in the trees. Just keep your eagle eyes on. If you don't see an eagle today, then you didn't put your eyes on. Whales out there. We get killer whales, humpback whales, California gray whales. We also have sea otters and sea lions out here. Sea otters love these kelp beds, so keep your eyes on the water there, and you may see something pop up. Anyway, more importantly, when you leave port today, open those curtains up in your staterooms. If you're up in the restaurants or walking around the ship, keep your eyes on the water. You may have a whale tail to tail, and I just saved you a $300 whale watching tour.
All right, so we made a 2-hour stop, and as you see, there are plenty of tours right here as well. Looks like a lot of whale watching, wildlife tours. You can just pick up right here if you choose. All right, so we're gonna take a pause, figure out what ChatGPT wants us to do, and we're gonna get going. All right, so there is a handy dandy directory. We don't have much cellular reception. I would say use Google Maps, but you could probably download Google Maps in advance so it can direct you on how to get there. But I would recommend just taking a picture of the directory to kind of have some sort of map to know where to go. But yeah, this is definitely, not having been here before, it's truly a walkable port if they have all of this right here. And our tour guide was amazing, or not our tour guide. Our bus driver was amazing. He gave us a lot of history, a lot of information. So I don't know if all of the drivers are doing that, but he gave us a lot of history to where you almost don't even need a tour because he shared so much with us. But yeah, it's definitely walkable. So let's get to walking. And our tour guide said that we came on a perfect day. He said last May, he said they might have had, what, 4 or 5 days without rain or fog or what have you. So we lucked up to get here without fog or rain or anything. And it's not really cold at all. So very nice. You also have these very helpful guides, like a smaller guide, but it's telling you which direction to walk and how long it'll take you by walking. So the first thing that we're going to do, well, you know what? I kind of want to go. So our ChatGPT is telling us to go to St. Michael's Cathedral, but it's that way. I think we need to go in reverse. I think we probably need to try to get to the Alaska Raptor Center and the Sitka National Park first before the crowds come. We can knock those out and then make our way back into town. So we're gonna go backwards of what ChatGPT is telling us. So guys, as with any AI, things like that, you know, you need to fact check, make sure everything's accurate, and make sure it's going to be efficient. So I know there's a debate whether using ChatGPT as a travel advisor is the best thing. I don't think it is, but I'm also biased. But as you see, like, make sure you make the plan work for you. So yes, it gave us some ideas and it gave us an order to go, but I think strategically, if we want to avoid the crowds, we probably need to go furthest out and make our way back in. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, so the buses actually drop you off at the Sitka Museum. We will probably check that out on our way back, but I just want to ask to see if we can get a bus to the Raptor Center. So there's a visitor information center right here when you enter, and they can help you out with information. All right, so there's not an actual bus that will get you to the Raptor Center. You're gonna have to walk it and take one of the tours. You can also call for a taxi, but he said the taxis could take a while. So it's a 20-minute walk, so we are just gonna walk it down there. So we're gonna try to get there first and try to beat the crowd. Can we go this way? Yeah. Oh, that is, there we go. Aww. Just roaming on his own. So it looks like it's just a straight sidewalk down.
Walking without a leash. That dog's walking without a leash right next to him.
Oh, so they might have a law where you don't have to have leashes here. Yeah, that's the second dog we've seen without a leash.
And he's walking next to the people, so it's probably the owner.
Something happens to him.
Yeah, you hear Andrew say it again?
They should have a leash on before someone did see him.
Yeah, he said they should have a leash. Well, hopefully it's a trained dog. He looks like he's pretty good, so yeah, so that's interesting.
And he has a leash right there, look.
So it looks like once you get to this fork in the road, you can go right to go get some nice ocean views. And if your ship is docked there, which I believe Holland and Princess have priority right there, you can go take pictures, but we're going to be going to the left. Yep, and just follow the signs, because my GPS is not really working very well right now, but it's telling us that we are 8 minutes to the Sitka National Historic Park, which is 8-minute walk, and 18 minutes to the Raptor Center. So we'll go to either one of them first. We'll just kind of see, we'll kind of gauge to see. So yeah, so not far at all. It said it was about a mile.
Oh yeah, this wasn't the Sheldon.
Yeah, so the Sheldon Jackson Museum was one of our stops. You guys know who Sheldon Jackson is?
No, I don't. I know who Sheldon is.
We all know who Sheldon Jackson is. Let me look him up real quick. All right, so ChatGPT for the win again. It says here, hold on guys, let's stop right here. It says here that Sheldon Jackson was a Presbyterian minister, missionary, and political leader. During this career, he traveled about 1 million miles and established more than 100 missions and churches, mostly in the western United States. So if you're interested in learning more about Sheldon Jackson, you can stop by the Sheldon Jackson Museum. I'm not sure what the cost is. I'll put the information right here. We're probably not going to stop, but ChatGPT told us to go there. We're not going to go there today. We're going to keep walking, but it is probably, what was that, less than 10 minutes from the cruise terminal? Less than 10 minutes from the cruise terminal.
Take the okay, 5 minutes. Now we're on the ground. You can run up to the tree. Run up to the tree. Run to the tree.
Something to know, if you're kind of thinking this walk might be too long for you, there are a couple of different, oh, there's the Sitka Sound Science Center. That was on our ChatGPT list too. We're gonna keep walking down. We'll come back on our way back. So yeah, the Sitka Sound is right across from the museum, so right over there. So we'll catch that on our way back. They said it's a really small museum, but they have like hands-on tanks that the kids can touch things, learn a little bit about wildlife. We will stop there on our way back. And that is Holland Westerdam over there. I have not sailed on her yet. So here you can learn about the seagrass. we spotted a bald eagle. He's kind of low on the tree too. You see him, Drew? All right, so we have made it in. Guys, that was, I don't even think it was a mile at all. So yeah, so they have different totem poles. You can get a lot of history here. So we're just gonna check out a few things while we're here. So the visitor center is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I do believe it's complimentary. We're gonna walk in there. Let's just capture some of these totem poles. So it looks like they have a totem talk. They say it's a 15 minutes long. And they have different times, so 9:30, 10, so every half hour it looks like. And then they take a break for lunch. Then they have a battle talk, which is a longer program where they talk about the different conflicts between the, how do you say that word? Where? How do they say cricket?
Tinget.
Where?
Tinget.
It doesn't, you don't pronounce it the way it says.
Tunget.
No.
Tunget.
It's like, I think it's like a K.
Tunget.
Okay, in the Russian American forces. So if you want to hang out and listen to the Rangers, those are the different times. Try to be here. They have a shorter talk and then a longer talk. So the T is a K. He said it's Klingit. I knew it wasn't pronounced with a T. He says, all right, we're going to check out the 12-minute film. It's going to give us more information about Sitka. All right, so checking in with ChatGPT, we have done Sitka National Historical Park, check that off. Sheldon Jackson Museum, although we didn't go inside, check that off. Sitka Sound Science Center and Aquarium, we'll hit that on the way back. Right now we are going to go to the Raptor Center, which actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't even see that on the list. I thought it was at one point. Maybe it didn't transfer over to this PDF that it gave me. So again, check everything. I'm pretty sure it was on the original itinerary, but it's not showing on this PDF. But we're gonna head to the Raptor Center.
Oh, I know. Also, stay alert, make noise.
So it says walk through a cool rainforest, explore the other side of the Totem Trail. It says the ocean keeps temperatures from getting too hot or cold. Sitka's temperate rainforest is cool and wet. A rare and wonderful world of huge, ancient evergreen trees. I don't think we're gonna walk that way, but it does say keep pets on a leash, and it says bears do happen. It says stay alert, make noise, don't run, dispose of trash properly, and keep pets on a leash. So, no, I don't think we're going to walk, but it also has information on the different trails that are available and the trail width, the grade, cross slope, so you can kind of gauge which route you might take depending on your mobility. So yeah, that's kind of cool that they have that information there for you. But we're not going to take the trail today.
Because there's beer.
This is back to the totem pole trail. Walk up this trail.
All right, we're gonna take the totem trail. We're trying to get to the Raptor Center and having challenges with ChatGPT, with challenges with the Google Maps. Are we supposed to go back here?
What's this?
It says totem.
I wonder if you're supposed to be back here.
It pointed back this way, didn't it? See, I don't want to go back in the woods. Yeah, yeah, we're not going back there with them bears. That's it. There's signs that say bears. We're not going back there. No one else is walking back there. We're not going to do it. All right, so you guys see there's a bunch of tour buses, tour vans out here at this time. And we got here early and beat the crowd. So it might be better, depending on your mobility, to just take, get yourself there rather than wait on the tours, because now everyone's kind of here crowded for their tours. So keep that in mind. All right, so it seems like the signage kind of stopped once we got to the historical center. We're trying to get to the Raptor Center. It seems like you have to go through the woods unless you're by car. So we're just gonna walk it through. We're gonna get down as far as we can and see. Again, there are some warnings, but just take some precautions. We're gonna walk. There's a lot of people walking with us. So we're gonna walk it and see if we can get to the Raptor Center. See, I think it's like 0.3 miles from the historical center to the Raptor Center. And it was, what is it, 13-minute walk? So not bad. And there's signage, but there's no signage when you first come this way. It says Alaska Raptor Center. It's kind of funny. It is a lot cooler in this rainforest. Cool. Yeah, it says it's a cool rainforest, and you notice a clear drop in temperature. So if you're cold-natured, you might want to bundle up for this. Like, we were near the city center and it was warm, and now it feels a little cooler. Actually, the sun has set some, so it's definitely a little bit cooler now, but particularly here in the rainforest. So just a word of caution, if you are going to the Raptor Center, as you see, you're walking on a sidewalk now down a busy highway. So be mindful of that. If you have small children, hold their hands, yeah, so it says that it's a 6-minute walk this way. So we're gonna head this way and then explore the Raptor Center. We're gonna walk back into town and get to the Science Center if we can. All right, we are here, the Alaska Raptor Center. Not far at all.
To the left, to the left.
All right, and so just know it is a little incline getting up to the Raptor Center. So if you're walking, it is a little bit of incline. Not too steep, but it is an incline for sure. And see, it says shuttle unload here. I think at some point they did have a free shuttle. They're saying they don't have it, so yeah, I think you do have to pay to get in here. Let's see how much. ChatGPT didn't tell me that though. Let's find out.
It says there's brown bears here.
All right, so the Raptor Center is $16 per adult, $12 for kids, and it looks like under 6 is free. So you'll have to pay. I don't know if it's cheaper to book it in advance. I'll let you guys know in a little bit though.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 total.
Thank you.
Depending on your person, just as long as we can see them.
All right, thank you. No, thank you.
Alrighty.
All right, so $72 for the family. Now, to put in perspective, the private tour that we had scheduled was $400. So in most of these places, we would have visited on that tour. So it was really like, honestly, we were paying for transportation. Now, the driver or the owner of the company, they are trained iPhone photographer or what have you. So they're going to give tips and tricks on how to best capture the Alaskan landscape and take us to some scenic overlooks. But for the most part, where we've gone, that was what the tour was going to be. So I think we saved by using ChatGPT in this sense. So it can survive 10 years in the wild, 28 years in human care. And they're carnivores, and they eat lemmings, which I think are fish. What are lemmings?
I don't know.
I'll have to look it up. But they also eat waterfowl, rodents, squirrels, and rabbits. And it says they're the heaviest owl of North America, due in large part to their thick feathers. It's a mouse? Okay. So it says this was the weathering yard where they would spend time outdoors. So now they have it says Raptors and residents that they've upgraded to. So that's why this exhibit is empty. All right, let's go check out these over here. There's a bald eagle nest replica. I didn't know they got that big. Oh, that's kind of cool. Did you guys know that their nest could get this big? Did you guys realize that? A bald eagle's nest? Is this the size? Let me read the sign. Yeah. It says the largest bald eagle nest ever recorded was found in St. Petersburg, Florida, 1963, 9.5 feet in diameter, and weighed 2 tons.
Shoot.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is very pretty, but guys, be careful if you come down here. Very pretty though. I can imagine that in the fall or late summers when you're going to spot bears over here, which would be pretty cool. Pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to be out here in the open elements. All right, let's walk back. So there's some information that people ask questions about these eagles in this habitat. They said that these eagles are unable to fly due to either medical or health reasons, and so they're not going to escape. So they don't need to be trapped in an enclosure because they can't fly. It also says that they sleep separate time. They have a separate nighttime enclosure that'll help them sleep, and they eat 80% fish, 20% red meat. Gift shop. See, kids already know to keep walking. Oh, what are you stopping for? What are you stopping for? I just said they know to keep walking. Leave that alone. We'll get a magnet or something from the city center, from downtown. It looks like just more information. So the actual center right here is really not that large. It seems like everything is outdoors. All right, we're going into the Eagle Flight Training Center. Jo Marie. Jo Marie. So they said the Eagle Flight Training Center. I guess they teach them how to fly? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know.
What is he? Oh, that one's flying.
They
Look at
said
that
it's a
one.
flight
Look at that one.
center.
Oh, did you not see on that one flying?
mission of the Alaska Raptor Center is to promote and enhance wild populations of raptors and other avian species through rehabilitation, education, and research. We started out in 1980 as a volunteer-run, grassroots effort here in Sitka, Alaska, and have grown to what you see here today. The only full-service avian hospital in the entire state of Alaska, and one of the largest in North America. Birds come to us for treatment from all over the state of Alaska. Sometimes they are sent to us, and sometimes we have to rescue them, which is much easier said than done. We treat over 200 patients a year, and while we call ourselves the Raptor Center, we treat all types of birds, ranging from tiny hummingbirds all the way to these large eagles and everything in between. Bird of prey, a meat-eating bird that hunts for its food. There are three main characteristics that all raptors share: forward-facing eyes, a hooked curved beak, and strong, powerful talons.
All right, taking a quick little rest stop, but it looks like we've done most of everything that ChatGPT said. We have not made it to the Sitka Sound Science Center and Aquarium. If we pass it on the way back, we're going to get there. Hoping that we pass by. If not, that might have to wait for another time, but that is an option because we're getting tired. We've been walking. So yeah, the only other thing that we did not do would be the Castle Hill viewpoint. And then, of course, there's shops and different things downtown. So we'll kind of look to see what's downtown real quick. There's only 2 lights in this town, so it's not very big. So pretty much like 2 major streets. So we'll just kind of see what's back that way and grab something to eat. All right, so something else that you can do, which is 5 miles from the Raptor Center, is the Fortress of the Bear. There are a lot of tours that will take you there. You can get there on your own and pay for it. 5 miles away, we are not going to walk 5 more miles. So you can be sure to check that out on your own. All right, so we made it back. So you do have to walk back towards the center and back up the sidewalk. So it's a pretty easy walk. Not bad at all, but be prepared to walk. When ChatGPT said it was about 2 miles, a little over 2 miles, they were accurate. It is. So be prepared for that. If you don't mind walking, it'll be perfect, especially in the weather we're having today. But if you don't want to walk, I would definitely say take one of the tours. Also, something to note, because I've noticed a couple of wheelchairs and scooters coming this way. This is a pretty accessible route if you are a wheelchair or scooter, up until you get to the point where you're going to try to get to the Raptor Center. You're probably not going to be able to get through the woods that way, but this is a pretty wide sidewalk, and this leads you all the way back downtown. So you could easily go and not have any issues, wheelchair, scooter, if you want to try to get down to the Historical Center and the Science Center, which is right in front of us. All right, let's check out the Sitka Science Gift Shop and Ludwig's Chowder. Oh, this is the actual restaurant. Oh, it smells good in here. It smells really good in here. It really does. That chowder is smelling really good. Let's see what they have. Yeah, it does smell really good. Oh, they have sandwiches and then chowder. It does smell really good. Very tempting. Huh?
Can't have any of that either.
Oh yeah, Dice can't have it. Forgot. Yeah, so a little shop, you want to stop and get some chowder, get a sandwich, pick up a souvenir, you can do that right here. All right, interesting. All right, so here is the aquarium, Sitka Sound Science Center and Aquarium. Hold on, let's see what the cost is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We have 3 touch tanks in the middle, so you can interact with our animals if you like, and then we have some tanks along the wall as well.
Okay. No, I think we're gonna pass on this one. Thank you.
Yeah, good day, guys.
So the Sitka aquarium, which is, it's really small. It was $15 for adults and then $5 per child. But it's really, really small. Because we've already paid for the Raptor Center, we're gonna cut our costs and not go in there today. But if you like wildlife, want to see some of the tanks. They said they had a couple of touch tanks that, you know, you can go there. We're not going to do that today, just because of the cost with the family of 5 and trying to keep everything low key. We're just going to avoid it. So we're not going to have that content for you, but we're going to go ahead and walk back downtown, check it out, and grab something to eat. But right next to the aquarium, you have the Sitka Community Playground, which is free. So, you know, if you don't want to pay for the aquarium, you can drop by and let your kid play on the playground for a little bit, which is what Joe's doing for just a few minutes. Hey guys, and I'll tell you, this Sitka Sound Science Center doesn't seem to be very active. There's not many people inside. So yeah, I'm curious to see what's inside, but I'd rather pay that. Not for all of us, because we're not all interested in that.
I'm interested.
I know you're interested, but it's just a lot for a very small aquarium. So y'all see the high school? That's a really small high school there. I'm curious to know how many kids go there. Pacific High School. I'll have to look it up later. Yep, that's the high school right in town.
400 kids that go there.
Probably less than that, I'm guessing. That's a really small building. There's not much behind it. And across the street is the Sitka National Historical Park, the Russian Bishop's House. So if you want to check that out, you can do that as well. But we are back here in downtown Sitka. Downtown Sitka. And this is where we go to pick up our shuttle. And as you see, hold on guys, I want to walk up here to just to this light. So as you see, there are some shops and things right here, a couple of restaurants. Now, something that our tour guide did prep us for is that the food here is really, really expensive. So we're probably not going to get food per se. We're probably just gonna grab a snack. He said that, what did he say? He said the hamburgers, he said they have a McDonald's in town, but it just shut down. He said the burgers were $18, and that for McDonald's. And he said it's now shut down, but he said they were $18 when it was open. And he said you can go get Alaskan crab claws or legs. He said you're going to get 2 for $90. So we're not going to be eating here for sure. We're going to go back to the ship, but we might just grab a quick snack or something.
McDonald's.
And as you see, it's pretty busy right now. All right, and up this street straight ahead is where you're going to find the cathedral. We're not going to go that way, but yeah, this is pretty much it. There are a couple of food trucks, food stands over there. That's the real. Put that down, Joe. I don't know if the thing has disease or anything. Yeah, so yeah, a couple food trucks, a couple restaurants, bars. But our driver did say that things are pretty expensive. So we're going to go ahead and head back to the ship. But we had a really good time here, first time in Sitka. Now the next time we're here, we probably will do an organized tour, because there's things that you just don't get doing your own walking tour. Of course, you can probably download some sort of audio guide, but next time we'll do a tour so we can get more information, maybe do some of the wildlife. Our tour guide did say that they have a lot of whales. What type of whales did he say? He said a lot of killer whales, seals and other, yes, and sea otters, because people used to come here to hunt the sea otter. So a lot of wildlife, and he said you can save money by just going back to your balcony and sitting there. And we did see whales as soon as we got here, so we're gonna probably do that, see if we spot some whales. But we're headed back to the ship. You guys had a good day?
Yes.
Good day?
Yes.
Got a little bit of history, some good exercise?
Yes.
We're hungry, we're headed back to the ship.
I got no exercise.
All right. All right, and here's the line to get back to the bus, and we're about 4 hours before back on board time. So as you see, the line is pretty long. Now I don't know whether they're gonna have us go by time, because we did select a time, or not, but we'll find out. Oh my God. Hold on.
Which one's the reservation line? Is this the reservation?
For 2 o'clock or earlier. Do you have your email? You should have gotten sent an email.
Guys, we'll have you get in this other line then. Hey man, come down here then. Come down here.
Oh, they have it. Yeah, it sent a text. It sent a text.
Reservation for 2 or sooner. Oh my gosh. Coming right down here.
Can you tell me what it's on? 7 passengers?
We gotta see the reservation.
Right now, the rest ain't got for the others. Okay, you guys are. It should just be like Sitka. We should have gotten an email.
It's just no reception.
You should have also gotten an email.
All right, I can't find it, so we'll
They
just
said
go.
like 10-minute wait.
All right, I have it, but
We do have a reservation, but
Well,
not.
I can't. It's fine.
Do you want to just show me the text?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well then I can show the text.
Go. You go ahead.
It's for 5 of us.
For 145? Okay. You're welcome.
All right, so they do check the reservation on your way back in, and I would say recommend download the email, have a picture of it, because they were asking for it, but there's no reception, so I couldn't even pull up the email. So yes, I just showed them the text where it showed that we had a reservation. They weren't going to accept that at first. I'm like, you have no reception, I can't pull it up. So make sure you have that ready to go. So there's no issue, but this is the standby line here. So yeah, definitely make your reservations. It's going to go a lot quicker. They're saying the standby line is 10 minutes, but that's a lot longer. So I finally got reception. Apparently I didn't follow directions because it clearly says have the screen open to enter the shuttle queue. Hello. Yeah, I just didn't have it. So it says have the screen open. We have 145, 5 passengers. We're the first to load.